No. Non-professional mic. Because for some reason, the professional mic doesn't want to work. Non-professional mic.
No, I think that sounds fine.
Because for some reason... Alright. We will... This blue Yeti thing is worthless. Just like colorless.
So, we're doing a ranking again.
God save the king, crashing the State of the Union.
I didn't name it. So we're doing the rankings again. I don't think we've done one since playing the bands, right? Is that right?
I did one that's right here, but I did it without you.
You did a ranking without me?
I got 34,000 views. I wanted to rank in some likes. I want to stay sponsored. 283 likes.
Well, you could have just pulled me in.
I was traveling a lot.
Oh, I see.
But Waffles completely disagrees, and this is what happens when we...
I do disagree. Well, I mean, I mostly disagree. It's hard because, you know, I don't like playing psychics, but I understand that it's
Which
like
is
a
really
good
funny
deck.
because I built the first psychic iteration for you.
I know.
Like, yeah.
Well, I built dragon for you. Like,
That's
I bought you
true.
the dragon stuff. But, so usually, I go to tournaments, and I almost always play dragon. Because I like dragon. Or...
By the way, is one of the best types, but she's not convinced. She's like, I don't like Reshiram.
Dragon has never been on the top when I actually like playing it. That's the problem. And it's because we joke, semi-joke, that my luck stat is 3.
It's not even a joke. If you drive with her, you're...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. If you drive with me, we're just not going to have a good time.
That's got to be Ashy. The name's cut off earlier that. Psychic is really good and wins, but it's okay to admit that Psychic is the mortal enemy.
Yeah.
But Mew, Anthony the God says that's colorless. Well, I'll
No,
tell you.
it's not. It's really not. At least not the colorless that I played. Now, he just did build me the Ursaluna deck, and maybe that's different. My rant on colorless does not have to do with the Ursaluna deck, because I have not played the Ursaluna deck. I am talking about the normal colorless, the Cincino, the Oranguru, the Squavit, the Double, the Snorlax, the other Snorlax, those ones. And it is garbage. Garbage! It's absolute garbage.
It's garbage.
Because if you do not have a luck stat of 87 or more, like he does, then it's not consistent. And the amount
No, it's consistent.
It's not consistent. And you can't always get the Rotom. You can't always get the energies. You can't always get the B-Barrel. I got B-Barrel out once out of 4 games. And it was against a kid. Like, it was like a kid, and it was his first time playing. It was just not.
He lost every round.
I felt really bad.
And he was less salty than her. Who
I didn't.
3-2.
He had a really great attitude. I really need to learn something from that kid because
I will be teaching our children how to lose gracefully. But you don't have to worry about it. I topped, by the way. This is a salty stream. I got cash. I did fine.
He did fine. I played colorless, and I played colorless over dragon because dragon also bricks for me all the time. I can never get the Reshiram to work for me. I played him round 1, Ashy. You don't understand. I played him all freaking week. And the first round pain.
Oh, wait. Anthony the God was there. Who's Anthony the God? Where did you play, Anthony? Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
You don't have to out yourself, but I'm curious. But yes, we hit each other round 1.
To be fair.
Oh, okay. PF. Word.
So, I won 1 actual game.
Woohoo!
I lost my first round. I had a really great second round game, where I barely won.
Our game was an actual game, but after I not too blindsided her, she said, "Stop showing off," and then tried to judge call for me showboating.
Chris agreed with me.
Shout out Chris, man. I've known Chris since I was 10 years old playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At Waltz in Dundalk. Shout out my dad, too, for taking me to Dundalk for freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals.
So I won one game. I lost to Psychic Spread in a game that was very sad for me. I ended up lost owning all of our Pokemon, including my own. It was a misplay on my end.
She hits recovery, so Lawson's just perfect. She's like, I'm not going to recover this shit, so I'll just knock yours out.
It was the saltiest part of the tournament for me, though, because I have never won against Psychic Spread. And I don't know why. I just can't.
She can't play against Spread.
I hate Spread.
Lucky for you, we don't live in a Spread meta. You hit the only Spread deck, though, that day. There was zero lightning.
I have never won against Psychic Spread. I was so close. I had lost in the Weezing. I had lost in the Dusknoir. And then the game went bye-bye.
Like, Lightning is... You can see from my tier list, Lightning is the 5th best deck, I think. And that's just Lightning Spread, just like the Plopol, HTH kind of thing. No one played it. The only Spread was the one that you hit. Just Brad, because that's just what he likes, you know?
So I'm also going to throw it out there that there were 2 colorless, and we played for badges. I felt like did terrible. I did get 3 wins, but one of my wins was against somebody who dropped, so it wasn't actually a win.
No.
And the second win was against the poor kid who was his first time ever playing, and he hadn't won any games, and he didn't really have a deck, really.
But I will say, that one counts because colorless does typically donk 1 out of 4 times.
Well, I wish I would have donked any of my other games.
Yeah. So the reason I don't play colorless or dragon for these kind of things, I always play psychic, is because I don't enjoy aggro. Because part of your strategy and why they are good is you're going to have like 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 non-games. Whether it's Raging Bolt or Fan Rotom, it's so oppressive, you're going to run them off the board. So in theory, like with colorless, even if it's not a donk, you get like a non-game because you kill like something in their active that they're like, oh, I don't want to do that, but maybe then I bascule in and set up the other things, and then you just double, bring that back up. You know, you just create a non-game that they can never recover from. It didn't really happen for you.
Yes, actually, I donked a child at his first event, and I didn't realize. So to also put it in perspective, the best person at our local shop is a kid.
Oh yeah.
He's the best person at our shop. So I went into this game being like, cannot judge if children are good or not.
They have more time than us.
And it was not until after I donked him that I was told.
Oh, she also lost a domestic dispute round 1 and was unsportsmanlike. Yes. Man, if I knew how to pin comments, I'd be so pinned right now.
I'm not salty from the tournament itself. I'm just salty about my deck.
You know the thing I never told you in our round?
What?
You had Artisan out and a bench space, and you didn't grab a Rangaroo until the 3rd turn Artisan was out.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I was on 4 hours of sleep. I don't want to hear it. I took over driving for you the night before.
It was.
Leave me alone.
Now, for the record, she drove 2 hours. I drove 4 hours and 45 minutes. I still did my...
I drove the later version at night.
I guess I shouldn't talk about keeping a man card. I have a Squirtle hat right now.
And I spent those first 3 hours comforting our children.
And then beating a child with a doll.
So I was on colorless because I wanted the consistency of colorless. Not consistent.
She started Fan Rotom half the time. That's not enough.
Yeah, it's not. 50% is not consistent.
I only got Battle VIP past 1 out of 5 games, but I was happy with it.
Battle VIP pass is not the only way.
It kind of is. I had to find VIP or Poffin to do 2/3 of what you can do with Fan Rotom.
Devastating Wind Furo.
Man, that's some Dream Wizard shit. What?
Yeah.
That was the one that you built, you remember? And then we played it on the simulator thing, and we're like, okay, yeah, you can do it kind of consistently, but so what? You'd rather just take a knockout with it. Well, you don't remember the Firo? It's a red card or Marshadow.
Oh, okay.
No, the way to do colorless is Ursaluna.
Yeah, so I'm going to try Ursaluna next. And I'm going to try water. Because Dragon has also forsaken me.
3 cards, okay. But it's not worth it. Just take the KO.
I'm glad that you also... Well, I'm not glad, but... Actually also had a bad bout with colorless.
No, he's just impersonating you. God save the queen!
That's not nice, Ashy.
It's brilliant. Plays the most consistent type and then complains about consistency.
I'm not wanting to quit. Colorless is not the most consistent type. That's what I'm telling you. It's not. I bricked multiple games.
Oh yeah, you would like Cordy's water list.
Is it consistent?
Well, it doesn't have Fan Rotom, but...
Fan Rotom's not consistent. Well, the problem is I also started first a lot of the time, and I did not have the items in my cart, hand. I think I started first every time but once.
So I actually know these stats because someone calculated them. The Fan Rotom stats for going first is 50%. If you go second, that's when it goes up to 75%.
Okay. I went first only one of the games, and that was the game that was the real game that I won.
Yeah. And against me, you did whiff the Fan Rotom.
Yep.
Or maybe you had Fan Rotom, but with the attack. No, you whiffed Fan Rotom.
I whiffed Fan Rotom.
Yeah. And that's lights out, because Psychic, you have to run over me. I'm going to win the long game. Never, if you're colorless, you cannot give Psychic and Water the long game.
Yes, well, I could not.
Can't help it. That's why I also don't like those.
Couldn't get this stuff.
See, you would like this, because you won Stadium Nav and colorless, too.
I did win Stadium Nav and colorless.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Or you go into Aggro Water and Cry. I love that our scene has Aggro Water. So Cordy's is kind of cool, because it's like a water list that has aggro elements, like it has the Palafin, but it also has some control elements.
Okay.
And it seems like you are going into your control arc.
Well, I'm really upset with all these aggro things right now, so maybe.
So we have built... we built our Saluna.
Nobody can see this. The camera's not picking it up.
Oh, yeah.
But I already told them you built Ursaluna. That's what I was going to try next.
Yeah. So we will see how the Waffles control arc goes. The same way I hate standard, so I won my cup with control. Once you hate a format, just make sure everyone else does too.
I think that it might have been
That was Ethan. That was your favorite game.
That was my favorite game. That's the game that I won.
Ooh, Waffles control arc needs a musical montage. What would it be? My heart is in Ohio.
So, that's my deck rant. All the decks suck. Well, all the decks suck for me.
Why didn't you pick Dragon?
I didn't pick Dragon because Dragon has also been bricking for me. I played your version. I played my version. I played...
Ace of Spades is a good choice.
I can't get Dragon to work either.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people are having a lot of success with Dragon.
It's just not vibing with it.
It's just not. I'm not. The Reshiram isn't working for me.
And shout out to Aggro for being the only...
I didn't even know that he was on Dragon until right before the tournament started.
I knew. Because I have people in the field telling me he was playing it Tuesday, and he already has the badge, and that kid's so competitive. I'm like, he's practicing.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
The montage. Oh man. Oh, and he also said it if I was...
Oh, he just said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jen just says yes.
So I will say that there was one other colorless player there, and we both did terrible.
But Dario, you overcook sometimes, buddy. Get the Pokemon communication out of there. And then what else was there? Oh, he wasn't playing a Rangaroo and Squavit.
No, he was playing Pidgeotto and something else.
Which is kind of okay, but I don't know. Okay, so in hindsight, what would you have played?
I might have tried out water a little bit more. I might have given dragon a shot. I
I like the Crisis Punch and this stuff. That's what I was on as a spoiler alert for my own psychic stuff. But I would still have Squavit or Rangaroo just to refresh the hand. I would play that in other types if I could. Tearless is underrating grass. No, we tried it.
no.
We tried it.
We wanted grass to be good so badly, and it just doesn't have the power level.
Yeah, I got my badge with it.
Although,
I'm happy about
so
it. But
I'm wondering if fire, like one person played fire yesterday, and he did pretty well, I thought.
yeah, actually, I wrote that in my write up for. So we have an article coming out for Cardboard Warriors. That I shouldn't even call it an article. It's a page, not 22 pages. But I just wrote. I got all the deck lists from people and stuff, and I noted that Brian did really well with fire.
Yeah.
I think his build. I think he's onto something. And just as a community, like as an internet community, I don't think fire's been cracked yet. So that'll be kind of cool.
I think he's always been like very pro fire.
Yeah.
And so it's cool that he has been successful with fire, especially comparatively to every other fire deck.
Also, grass isn't better than fighting. If fighting didn't have like Hitmons or the Ting Lu Mickey deck, I'd agree. But it has two extremely good archetypes. More people locally should try the Mickey deck because the Mickey deck actually beats Monkey Dory.
I like the Mickey deck. I should have played the Mickey deck more
We
because
should
I
have
actually
tried
liked,
that.
yeah.
The problem is into our meta because we don't play
There's so many
lightning
psychic
or
too.
colorless. Yeah, so it's like fighting's an uphill battle. No, it's not Penny Loop. I killed Penny Loop. Mickey's deck is a really cool Ting Lu deck, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. So they're grass weak. So you have a good time if you don't hit specifically you. Yeah, Amazian man. I almost saw that said Amazing Z man. Yeah, my home did kill Penny Loop. How dare him? It's okay. I like the bands. Now my favorite deck is the best deck. So. Oh, the Virgin has it. Yeah, it has the Sandcastle too. So also just really cool Pokemon. But that one actually consistently beats Monkey Dory Psychic. A little bit to my surprise.
Yeah, I should have tried that deck. Now that you've brought up the Mickey deck,
Dude,
I really like the Mickey deck.
I didn't know, but also I didn't know Monkey Dory was going to be 33% of the meta.
I feel like we should have known.
No, I'm not used to people like on that level. Weeder's told me that. So Weeder goes to all the tournament stuff. He's at the beach with his family, so some excuse for missing stream. But he told me that Monkey Dory's been the most popular at regional side events and stuff.
Right.
But it's never translated locally. We normally
That's
all
fair.
kind of it just hasn't. But for this was also our first like cash event.
It's true.
Yeah. So I guess I can talk about mine a little bit. I don't think people care as much. I played my normal psychic deck, but I cut Crispin, Monkey Dory, and the two darks for Blindside, Crisis Punch, Devo Tool, and then Recycle Energy, just because I wanted one more energy. The Recycle was okay. Round one, I hit Colorless, and she didn't run over me, so I did fine. Like, you just always win that matchup. Something that's notable, because we played every week when we were on the beach.
We played every day.
I, never lost.
He had a larger than 80. I think he had an 80% win rate.
Yeah, and we played, 3 games.
And it wasn't always, I think I made a mistake once, but a lot of times he'd be like, what?
Yeah, we'd look.
We would look
do
at my
open
hands.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, there was just nothing I could have done.
For the last 3 years, we've always played as deck builders, just more as a process. We're just trying to get the deck list to be as good as possible. So, if something is off, then we'll just call it. Be like, okay, well, what's your hand? Let's talk through it. Let's figure it out. And Colorless just is not good in the Psychic, which was really bad for this tournament.
Yeah. I only played one Psychic deck.
That's because you lost the first round.
Yeah.
If you go to the top tables, because Psychic was 7 of the decks, and all 7 of them were at the top tables.
Yes. Well.
Which is crazy. But so that to get to that, then my next 4 rounds were Psychic. 2 of them were Monkey Dory, and I beat both of the Monkey Dories, and it was widely because I knew the list. Honestly, that is one huge advantage to being the originator there, because I was able to know what cards are in the deck, but also how to play it. And the answer is Hex Spam. I won't hide that. My first person had a tough opening hand. It's one of those opening hands that if you misplay it, you lose, and that's what happened. Ultra Balled away a Battle Compressor. but needed to go Battle Compressor for Tulip, a Psychic Energy, and some Pokemon. And then they had Versus Seeker, so they should have Versus Seeker the Tulip and then set up that way. But that's counterintuitive. People that don't play with Battle Compressor aren't used to the graveyard being a resource. But it is. And then the second thing that happened for my second game, like they were able to play the game with Monkey Dory, but I hexed them back-to-back turns, and that's how you win that matchup. They never set up a second attacker in the back. And in Psychic Mirrors, you have to set up another attacker in the back. Because Hex Maniac doesn't just kill off the energy acceleration, it also turns off abilities in the graveyard, so Giratina can't come back. So after the Hex turn, I also went not to Blindside to KO the Monkey Dory that had the Giratina on it. So that was good. I lost the Psychic, Hutch, who's a really good Monkey Dory player. So I guess I was 2-1 in the Monkey Dory, actually. His was tough. He started Blacephalon and went first. He attached his Psychic Energy. And then I have this 40 HP not to, and I'm like, I still want to bench it, because otherwise, he also plays the Gengar and could do 70 and take out my Ralts, and then I have no setups. I'm like, I'm going to kind of bait this here, and I just kind of have to, because I need to set up my engine. Psychic doesn't work without an engine. So I lost that one, but it got really close. It got down to, I needed to hit Crisis Punch. I drew 5 cards. I had the Crisis, but I didn't hit the Devo. Which is fine. I didn't have huge odds of it. And then, what was the other Psychic deck I played? Oh, I played against Dragapult. And for that matchup, that was interesting because they did play the Mew that has the bench barrier, but I was able to take that out. And then when they had Dragapult established, they couldn't reestablish the Mew. They didn't find the recovery. So I was able to Galarian Articuno out the Kirlia, the Malamar, always attack Psychic's resources. And I kept my Glade on the bench, so it's safe. So then when it was time to go into attacking the Dragapult, I could do the Hex Maniac and Field Blower away the Cape. So at that point, the Dragapult goes down, and they have none of their engine, so it's just game at that point. And that's how my 5 rounds went. That all took a long time. I was exhausted, because the Psychic Mirror is exhausting. I don't care what anyone says. It's not aggro, so you're not just like running over someone ever. You can't really, unless you get lucky with Iron Boulder. So it was exhausting. And then when it came to the top 4, I was really on the fence. And then she said, I'm going to take your car and leave. And I said, okay. I'm just kidding. Actually, I was pretty close to still not even doing it.
So all of ours was a best of 1 until the final 4, and
aggro decks are like apes together is strong.
And it was going to be a best of 3, and all of the decks were going to take a long time, so it could have been a potential another 4 to 6 hours, and I think that's what decided everyone to not do that.
And I don't think my matchup would have been great. So I had a Psychic Mirror again. If I did it, it was into the bench barrier, Mew, and Monkey Dory and stuff. I'm just like, dude, I'm done with this. I've done this for like 4 freaking hours. This is fine. And then the other 2 that got top cut was Hydro Pump. As a traditional Hydro Pump,
we started at 1.
We started at 1. We're gonna start at 11 next time. So, because I actually like the idea of untimed best of 3. Because I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can't win with a control deck, like, unless it's untimed.
And I respect control. I think it's a viable strategy. And so, I like the no time limit. But just a 2-hour earlier start would be nice. So, I was happy to miss top 4 so I wouldn't have to decide. Jen, who are you? Untimed can be crazy, but I'm here for the madness. I think this is only happening a few times. Yep, so no top 4 games were played out. We just splitted it. We all got $130 from the $500 pool. We're hoping to get 40 people next time, so that way we can make it a 1K, because that sounds sexier than a $500 tournament. Or a 0.5K. Yeah. So we had 19 people for this one. Which is pretty happy about, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
Especially for like a GLC, which isn't.
Yeah. Oh, a half K. Thank you, Virgin.
That does sound better.
Yeah. Especially Atlanta's 1K had 18 people, so we had one more than Atlanta.
Wow.
Oh, my last Monkey Mirrors, Jen. That's really cool. That was the one where I double hexed and then had the blindside one. Yeah, nothing you could do there. Yeah, you played really well. And I appreciate that you read my article, because as I mentioned, Waffles still has not read my article.
Of course I haven't. I hear you talk all the time. I don't want to read your writing, too.
That's right. Okay.
Plus, I don't like playing Psychic, so I don't want to read the article. I'm not going to play it anyway.
So that was my run. And now I'm going to find my tier list maker so we can get the Waffles tier list. It's going to be very different from mine, I can already tell. I do not want AI mode. What is the tier list maker called?
Why did you already have this pulled up? I thought we were just going to do that one.
Yeah, I forgot. Someone link me.
So unprepared. So unprofessional.
So unprofessional. I'm so sorry to my 15 watchers. Alright, hold on. Gym Leader Challenge. We're going up here.
I think I need to steal the Squirtle hat if I'm going to play water next.
Yeah, so I think you're going to be, what, like water or Ursaluna?
I'm going to try Ursaluna. I'm going to try water. And I'm going to try Mickey's deck more.
That's a good call. Yeah, I like Mickey's too. Googled it and found it. Oh my gosh. So much quicker than me. You can link it, Zag. I don't want like the big one. I just want the types. I think we've actually gone too far on the types. Oh, I found it. Okay.
Make it smaller.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Something.
All right. So tell me what you want, what you really want. First, we have Psychic.
I think that we have to put Psychic at S.
Yep.
I think that the tournaments with the mass amount of turnout, I think that the tournament yesterday with everyone playing Psychic at the top tables, I think it shows that as much as we all hate it, Psychic is...
I don't hate it.
As much as some of us has hate it, Psychic...
It has good skill expression, and it's not an aggro deck.
We've already heard you. I know, I don't care. Psychic...
It's a good...
I'm saying
deck.
Psychic is the top. You don't need to preach.
Some deck has to be the best one. The format is great. That's a colorless person right there.
I'm not colorless anymore.
All right, here we have, I guess,
I think that
round or fighting. Where do you want to put fighting?
Oh, we're doing it this way.
How do you want to do it? Yeah. Do you
I
want
want
to go? By type?
Yeah, I want to go water next.
Okay.
So I think that water is A or S. It's hard to say. Water has won the last two major.
Sorry. Psychic's only S tier because people aren't wearing tinfoil hats to block their mind reading.
I should do that next time. So water won the... Water was the top top at our tournament yesterday. It was also the top at...
I think would have won, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
that he would have won. Water was the top in Ohio. What is that store called again?
Full Grip Game.
No shade. I just have a terrible memory.
The Holy Mecca of Gym Leader Challenge. Sorry, we're Baltimoreans, man. We don't travel anywhere.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do this on Monday nights.
Do you
I don't know
want
what we're thinking.
You want an A or S?
I think I wanted an S.
I would actually agree with that as well. I actually think Psychic has good matchups in this stuff. I think Water might be the better deck. But you said...
Even Ashley would cheat on Dragon with Water.
Yeah, well, because you can play every game.
Yeah.
Okay, and in the car, you said that if you want to play competitive GLC, there's only 2 decks you can play. I'm guessing these are the 2 you have in mind.
Yeah, those are the 2. I think that a lot of people are going to disagree with Dragon. I don't know. Has Dragon actually won a major tournament recently?
Nope, it tops, but it doesn't...
See, there you go. There you go. You have to get lucky with Dragon. You have to have a high luck stat with Dragon. I still love the Dragon type, so it kind of hurts me to say that. But I'd still put it in A. I think something has to be in A. So I'm gonna put Dragon there. Enough people do well with it, but it's a game of luck still. Fraud Watch. I potentially, possibly, maybe. Okay.
I don't know. There's too many people doing well with it. I think it's still a really good deck. I think it's this format's Raging Bolt. Like, it's just, that's your best aggro deck.
I don't know. I think that the amount of people getting lucky with Dragon's a little sketch.
Next time.
But that's just because I'm salty, because I don't do well with my favorite type.
It is like Lugia. If you need to be lucky, dragon would be your type.
Yes.
All right, what's the next one?
Well, let's put fairy in the bottom.
Wow, okay. Now I know what I'm playing tomorrow.
I think that we can put... It's throwing me off that it has all the VGC
Yeah.
types.
Yeah,
Um,
it is weird.
I think that we can put fight. Yeah, because it doesn't have the regular fighting symbol.
Let's use this one.
Yeah.
Or the fist, I guess.
Yeah, the fist. Fighting
Best deck in the format.
is not the best deck in format.
Ashley's here for it, man.
Actually,
He's turned
what
on.
did I do to you? Jesus.
For people on YouTube, Ashley says, people being lucky on Dragon is sketch translating Waffles as, I hate that other people are doing well with Dragon. And then it has like what looks like Chip Ritchie.
I feel called out.
You are called out.
Ashy, the disrespect.
Is brilliant. These hands rated E for everyone. Oh man, I gotta get the comments back on the screen. I've been slacking on that. I haven't updated stuff in a while. That's why it says you can buy your Surging Spark singles. It's like 4 sets ago. Where do you want fighting?
I think I want it. I don't know. I think that we can put lightning in C. Put fighting back. I think lightning can go in C.
Lightning or fighting?
Lightning.
What am I holding this fist for?
Because I haven't decided yet.
Okay. Lightning, we have really good results because no one played it.
I think that grass can also go. Well, we have to put fire in C, obviously. I don't think fire goes in D anymore.
I was impressed with it.
Yeah. Grass goes in C. What else? So dark has been really nerfed from the bans. I called it. I just want to say I knew that it was going to be nerfed. He disagreed.
Well, okay. Also, the people that played Dark last night weren't playing good builds.
Dark's been nerfed because the Guzzlord has been nerfed.
I probably would have gone 4-1 yesterday if I played Dark because I hit 4 psychics in 5 rounds. So therefore, Dark has to be okay.
I don't think that everyone that was playing Dark was like.
Dude, they were playing good enough. They were playing Poison Dark.
I thought there was somebody else playing Dark.
And see, now this person's trying to say Dark Rain Dance is good. People are playing janky Dark decks. You gotta just play the good, boring one, and you'll do fine.
I don't think you do. Guzzlord is nerfed! Guzzlord is nerfed!
Yeah, see, there you go. You had someone that thought that Hoopa hit for weakness. These aren't people that are, like, familiar with Dark. It's not a good representation. I don't even mean disrespect.
I'm just saying that Guzzlord isn't as good as it used to be, and many people have complained that it's harder to get off because of the turbo bands. Or sorry, the twin bet bands.
Yeah, if you take the
Finally!
You're slamming the table. Dear Lord. Okay. So what? It goes like from A to B?
Yeah, well, it's definitely not an A. It hasn't been an A for a long time. What are you talking about?
Pre-bans it was.
And it goes in B. And
okay.
I think that...
Are these in order?
No.
How do you want this?
I don't know enough about lightning. I think that lightning goes above fire still.
For sure.
If we look at Brian's results from yesterday, fire might be better than grass.
Yeah.
Which...
Yeah, hold on. Let me test your dark knowledge with this question from Cordy. Waffles, what does B-String do?
B-String helps the Guzzlord attack with less energy.
It accelerates 2 energy from the deck when your opponent is at 3 or 4 problems. She is not qualified to talk about that.
I knew it was either less energy or energy acceleration. Leave me alone.
Not qualified to talk about Dark. And the one time you played it, you liked it.
Well, it doesn't mean I think it's in B. Leave me alone.
Right. What's higher than Dark?
You didn't even have it in A.
Hold on. What is mine? I have it in tier 2.
Which is not A.
I don't
you
have
have
A or
S, A.
No, tier 2. Yeah, Brian did play better than his record. That's also why decks don't matter. Like piloting matters the most. But Brian smoothed over a gust and then played capture energy. I watched him like, what are you doing? And then lost because of it. Yeah, that was so sad.
That is sad.
Poor Brian. Isn't there a thing like Bad Luck Brian? Isn't that a meme or something?
I have not heard of that, but perhaps.
Okay, so what's above dark?
Oh, I think metal also goes in C. Lower than grass.
Yeah, dude, metals I've been cold on.
I
like how its icon is bigger than everything else.
I think that colorless goes in.
Oh, it is a 2000 era meme. I'm showing my age there.
Wow, it's a meme so old I hadn't heard of it.
Right? My metal match was so sad. He was playing chicken. Yeah. Yeah, the symbols are really weird.
I know. They're freaking me out too. Colorless goes in B.
Wow.
Above dark.
Oh.
Does it go? Yeah, it does.
You don't know enough about dark.
Leave me alone. I think that fighting also goes in B.
Okay. Where?
There.
Okay.
Are those all the types?
Yes.
That's my tier list, guys.
Shall we compare notes? So I have it here. But actually, I would put Dragon over Colorless now. Because I think Colorless is more consistent, but it doesn't matter if you're not hitting like the 160 number. Dragon is a different format from all of them. Oh, you mean in terms of the thing, yeah. My icons are weird too. Like some of them have the white background, and then Dragon and Grass just don't. Grass like started to. I think we're kind of aligned. I was trolling with Fire. That was just to get discussion, I'll be honest. Fairy is the worst type, but... But then again, like for me personally, I'll play Fairy Control before I play Fire until our friend Brian figures it out. or Spence, I guess. But like Brian's our local.
Somebody has to figure it out.
Someone has to figure it out.
Because we're done with it. Yeah. We're done playing with Fire.
It's like the one... my desk is really clean right now, but the one cards I have near me still are these... these freaking things, man. I cannot figure it out. I want my Fiery Flint back, but I'm trying out the Reversal Energy and the Guzma Hala. But I'll tell you what, if I'm playing Fire right now, I'm playing this thing, dude. I am so high on Blindside and Crisis Punch after this tournament run. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, if your friends loan you Fire, that's mean.
I wasn't sure about like the comeback tools with Psychic over the Monkey Dory, but I blindsided 3 out of my 5 games. So, like, I'm kind of high on these tools right now for GLC.
I hate tools.
Well, these tools take an extra. So, I'm going to play this Torchic. I might not even play Blaziken, man. I might just be playing this. Or maybe if I play Blaziken, I don't play the little goober. Because I only want to play stage 1 if it draws me cards or something. No, I have to try Phoenix Fire. I've actually tried something that's kind of similar. Rescue Sharp Blaziken so you can blindside with Torch. Oh, that's interesting. Torchic Crisis Punch be coming up, not gonna lie. Dude, right? Or, like Akko in our one game like a month ago, the Agatha KO. that was cool. I'll cut Agatha. No, I won't. Cordy, I agree. The Evo TMs felt good, because even just setting up your Ninetales and Macargo feels good, even if the Evo TM's not on the Torchic. Yeah, that Agatha was crazy. And so for those people, if you're local, don't pay attention because this is probably how I'll get my Fire badge. I'm playing the Moltres and the Centiscorch. The Centiscorch self-damages, but we don't have Monkey Dory, so I have to play freaking Agatha. And then I play the Blindside stuff. So that way, hopefully, if like I Frozen CD to try to set up my Moltres, maybe you accidentally damage yourself too if you can't knock it. Not a great strategy, but it's Fire, man. What do you want me to try to do? Okay.
You know, Tekka could fire down.
Exactly. All right. So
that's my rankings. I'm upset with Colorless. I'm mad at Dragon too.
These icons.
I know, it's really weird. I'm gonna try Water. I am gonna still try Colorless, just a different form of Colorless. This Colorless does not reflect the Ursaluna build.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that one. So maybe Ursaluna build is gonna be better for me. I'm a little afraid because of, oof, looking at this deck, I'm even more afraid because this is not my style at all.
That's actually why I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see the Waffles, the Waffles control arc.
But I really do like Ursaluna as a Pokemon. I think it's really cool. So that's nice. And it does play. Oh, is that the Rangaroo that's like the golden
Yeah.
Rangaroo? Oh, yeah. I love that card.
It's cool because it's min rarity except for the Rangaroo.
So this card and I have history. No, not that one. I want the golden one.
Oh, the golden one? My bad.
The golden one is my favorite one.
Well, I have that in here too.
I think the golden one is one of the first cards I got from like game winnings, and it just made me so happy.
That was back before she was an aggro player.
That was in standard. It was in standard.
Yeah. She played Suicune, Ludicolo, used her brain.
I loved that Oranguru. It was my favorite deck. It was my favorite card.
Yeah. That was a cool era for Pokemon too. Like, I'll never forget that regional of you doing well with the Suicune Ludicolo deck.
Well, I did well the first 2 rounds.
Yeah. Orango was really cool for Kyurem VMAX.
Kyurem VMAX was another good deck that I played. I like that deck. Made me actually like Kyurem, which is kind of cool. Like as a Pokemon. Because before I was like, Kyurem's a stupid Pokemon. But after that deck, I was like, man, Kyurem's kind of cool. So, really upped my respect for Kyurem.
Are there any of these cards you don't know what they do?
I can't read some of them, and some of them, like the arts I'm not familiar with. Is that Max Elixir?
It's the one that heals. It's Max Potion.
Max Potion.
You discard all energy, but you completely heal it. So your Blood Moon Ursaluna has 280 HP because you put Luxcape on him. And then he discards his energy. He does 200 with the triple acceleration. He tanks a hit, but then you Max Potion to heal it all off.
There's only 4 energy in this deck?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then because the first attack, Pete Hunt, you attach your Recycle energy, and you get back 2 cards. So you get back the Max Potion and the triple acceleration. And so you can heal.
I'm so afraid of playing this deck.
You heal every turn, so you never die. And then you can do 200 every other turn.
I'm so afraid.
So you can loop that. And if that doesn't work, then you can loop Bell and Braceman, which just you mill them out from control.
I'm so afraid.
And then your engine is, you have, our grass engine where you self-mill?
Yeah.
It's that. You self-mill. But it's more consistent because you have Fan Rotom. Not that you want to hear that right now after Fan Rotom mistreated you.
Fan Rotom hurt me.
That was the coolest innovation. That's what this guy that got second place at Full Grip cracked, was this self-mill engine. So naturally, that's when I picked it up. Because I played the old one from Weeders like a year ago. I think I told you I went 1-2 with it. It was just, it didn't gel with me. And then this guy just like, this is my kind of engine, like the self-mill stuff, using the graveyard as a resource, that gels with me. And then this Ditto is Thornton, but on it as an ability, so you don't have to play Thornton. That's really big. Somehow no one found that before.
Alright, well, we'll give this deck a try. Perhaps next Monday.
That's right. Alright, thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for being here for my rant.
I am really bad at rating, so I'm just going to send you into the void. Make sure you use code ZMAN15 for 15% off, not Surging Sparks, unless you're into Surging Sparks. But, maybe get some Destined Rivals. And we will see you guys next Monday. Also, let me know what I should play tomorrow. Should I play Fairy or should I play Dragon? Let me know in our Discord.